Alright guys, we are back and we are going to work on the farm again today, back on Elm Creek in FS22. We've got some tidying up we need to do just a little bit. We got to wash this thing and get it taken care of. And then our soybeans aren't quite ready to harvest just yet. So we're probably going to do two things this episode. We've got field 69 and I think I'm going to go with more of a winter wheat or barley in that field, and then we've got to wait for our soybeans to be ready to harvest to be able to get that done and over with. So we're going to plant today, and then we'll probably have to sleep and get to tomorrow. But we're running out of time to plant the barley, which is why we're doing it today. So while we got this all cleaned up, let's get it backed up to... Oh, we don't have a planter. We're not really set up to do winter wheat, are we? Because I think this is all we have is this planter. You can check and see what seeding options there are, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, corn, soybeans, sunflowers, sugar beets, cotton. So we can't even plant 69 right now if we wanted to. So, well, yeah, we can. We've got the money. Let's see what we got for seeders in here. I mean, I'd really like that one, but whether it's necessary or not, I really don't know. So this can seed directly, and it's 8 meters wide. That one's 12 meters wide. It's already cultivated, so we don't need to seed directly. I think we just go with the Limkin. I mean, maybe I don't want to lease it. We have the money to buy it, and I know we will use it. So in that case, why don't we just go with the Limkin? Yeah, let's do the Limkin. What in the world? I've never had that issue before. Anywho, before we buy it, let's go mark a spot where we want it delivered to. I don't know if we have a spot for them guys yet, but we'll put that there. Cedars. Go ahead and get the Limkin. Don't ask me why it's got the bales in there. I really don't know. But we're going to go with that. And yeah, there it is. So we just got to get it filled up with seed, which we do have. If it doesn't take fertilizer, that's not that big of a deal. It'll be okay. But we're going to try to get ready, and we'll see you guys over there. Alright, so we're pulling up to the field here. I'm going to start on the bottom probably. But the reason we decided to go with the wheat is because we are doing chickens and we're going to expand the farm at some point. So we're going to need food for them. Now we will sell some of it. Our main cash crop this year is going to be the soybeans. So they're our main, hope to make money. Hopefully we will be able to sell them and make some decent money. We won't be able to right off the bat. Is it going to let me lower it? There it goes. Turn it on. I've seen the texture change, so we know everything's working properly. But yeah, we're going to get some wheat in here and use it for the chickens. I mean, we have the money now. We could expand the chicken farm. And it might be a good idea because eggs are going to be kind of what gets us through while the we wait on crop prices and stuff to go up. So we'll have a think on that and see if we want to invest in that just yet. We are going to have that soybean harvest, which is going to get us some money. We shouldn't have to buy anything else for a while. My plan's going to be to buy another field next, probably after this cotton's harvested this year. We might even take a loan out to get it, because we do need some variety in crops, especially when we get into more animals and stuff. Like pigs take so many different crop types, it's ridiculous. Some of them, like the root crops, are just 5% of their productivity, so it wouldn't hurt to not have them too bad. But it's just the fact of the matter that we kind of want them to have everything so they're maxed out. But other than that, I don't think we have any other drastic plans on this farm just yet. Of course, we do want it to grow and be a thriving farm, but we got to work our way there is the problem. We're going to have to get all the money and equipment built up to do different things. I know getting into the factories is a good way to start making money. We might potentially look at that as well. We could afford to buy one right now. The flour mill's not so good, but the oil mill is definitely worth it. So we could get to the point where we buy the oil mill, but like I said, I really would like to have another field first. That way we can have, different crop types. And if we had the oil factory, it wouldn't do us no good with just the 2 fields we have now. We technically have 3, but the one by the farm is going to stay our grass factory, or our grass field, because we put the farm on it, and I really don't want to plow around all that stuff. So it'll stay the grass. Use it for silage next time, because silage is definitely where the money's at. I mean, we can get up to dang near $239 per 1,000 liters on the hard setting, which we're on now. So I think it's a good idea. But we're going to crack on with this. I'll probably put in a little time lapse and then figure out if we need to fast forward today to get to harvest or rest, or if we can get straight to it. So we'll see you guys after the time lapse. Well, now that this field's about done, I guess we can get this park back up, go feed our chickens, and hopefully it'll be time to take a nap, and then we can come back and do our soybean harvest. Oh, helps if you turn on the seeder there, boss man. But yeah, so we got some chickens to feed, which won't take long. I think something's wrong. It used to, like, as soon as I put it in reverse, it would turn around, like, start going backwards. But now it's like the stop and go braking's back on or something. So yeah, we gotta finish this little piece off, go feed the chickens. Hopefully the day will be over by then. We do need to look at the grass field and see if it needs fertilized again. And hopefully it doesn't. I mean, we can do if we need to. Because this does not put any kind of fertilizer down, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner. It only does the crop itself. So we will have to put fertilizer on that crop at some point, and I'm hoping that we won't have to put it on the grass field, because that'll just save us some money. I mean, not like we're broke yet, but we're trending that way. I mean, that crop we just did is gonna need rolled. Um, we could get to that today. We need to get it done, because the rolling's like the most important, not the most important part, but it gives them a good seed bed and kind of pushes the seed in the ground a little bit. I'm not too sure where we're gonna park this. I guess we can put it in the big shed. Let's just go around the back side, because I know it's open. Are we gonna make it? Nope. Back up a little bit. Get a wider turn. Let's just make a U-turn here and we'll come back into it. So yeah, we can park this in there with the cultivator and whatnot. I'm pretty sure we have a fertilizer spreader. Yeah, I see it. It's sad that I forget what's on my own farm, but with our holiday break that we had, I kinda took a few days off, so I don't really remember what all we have at the farm. Okay, let's go ahead and put that there and go hook up to the trailer. I think all we have right now is the auger wagon for small maneuverable trailers. I think we do. I mean, I know we have the semi trailer, but that's a little big for the chickens. So we'll just go back in here, get the auger wagon, and get ready to feed the chickens. From the looks of the grass field, doesn't look like we need to do any fertilizing. I will check it while we're feeding the chickens, and then we'll go from there. Other than that, I hope you guys had a great Christmas, and hopefully you'll have a good New Year. But we definitely had a good Christmas at our place. Uh, the son had a good Christmas. He enjoyed opening all of his toys and all that whatnot. So we need to turn in here. I'm actually probably going to, if we get in a pickle, I'm gonna sell the haying stuff and just keep the mowers and the baler, because we're probably just mainly gonna do silage. It's way more than they need. I think they can only hold 1,000 liters in their pen. So let's go give them this food. They've been working on a pallet of eggs, but it's gonna be a while yet before we get anything substantial to haul off. But at some point, we're gonna have a chicken farm, basically. We're gonna get into animals. Yeah, we're 100% fertilizer. We're gonna get into animals pretty hard in this series, so we just gotta get the money to get there. So other than that, it's only 1:30-ish. We got to get this crop back in here. We need to see if we can get a roller. That's what we need to do. We'll get that rolled. Might actually even put it on a worker. Just depends. I don't think we have a roller. We can check our garage just to make sure. Uh, that's owned items. I see weeders. Okay, yeah, I don't see any rollers. So let's see what we got. This one's only 41,000. It does 12 meters. This one does 6 meters. Let's just go with the blue one. It still drives me nuts that those bales are in there. It really bothers me. But anyway, we're gonna buy that one. Should be here at the yard. We can park this auger wagon up, and then we could go ahead and start rolling. We'll probably do it all, but nothing too exciting about rolling, and you guys just watch me work that whole field. So we'll probably just do a jump cut to when we're harvesting. So we'll see you at harvest time. Alright guys, we are back and we changed our mind. I went ahead and sold the haying stuff and bought the silage baler. This will bale them and wrap them up to 150 centimeters, which is like 7,500 liter bales, which is good. Another thing we're going to do is sell that red building over there. We don't need it. We'll put the bale in that shed because we've already got. Actually, we can get rid of that shed too. Because I'm really pushing to get the bigger chicken coop. We're going to need it for money, and getting rid of this stuff will help us out. So we can sell that for 52,000. There's our mowers. And then we go over here. Oh, got this red building. We can sell that. That's 74,000. I'm fine with that. If we do need any more buildings, what I'm going to do is just expand off of the farm here. So we'll probably like just come out in this grass field a little bit. You know, if we ever overtake it, it's not a big deal. I mean, we can put our mower and our baler over here. I'm fine with that. Can I just sell this chicken coop? No. So I would have to sell the chickens and stuff out of it first. So let's find us a good place to put this chicken coop. Find the chickens. So this is the biggest one we can get. It's not even that big of a footprint. So we literally could put it anywhere on the side here. So I'm thinking, let's put it as close to the farm as possible. And we'll get rid of some of those hedges. And then when we get ready, we can just... Actually, let's just go ahead and put in another chicken coop here. And then we can kind of expand this way. So if I do this, can I get rid of that? Oh yeah, there we go. I didn't really like the way that was done anyway, the way I did it. So we'll add a fence or something in there with an opening. I mean, we can leave the hedges on this side, but I wanted to leave this side open. That way we can get equipment through there when we need to and all that good stuff. So we'll just take that back to there. Alright, so let's do some quick painting real quick. I gotta find out what we used. I think it was this one. Yep, so that's what we used for there. And then we need to change the shape. And I want to bring it probably right through there. I hate that this freaking menu's right in the way. And I want to round this off a little bit. Give it a nice clean look, like so. Bring that through there. I mean, we're mainly only going to need to get to the egg side and the feed side. So we'll get... Oi! That's not what I wanted to do, but it'll be alright. Chickens can deal with a little concrete. And clear that out there. Make this a nice rounded corner. That way we can get our semi in there if we ever get to the point of loading the eggs with semis. And I want to bring this out to about here, because obviously we're not going to be able to get right up next to the chicken coop to load our eggs. We're going to have some room. I do have a worker on the other field getting it rolled, so don't fret on that. I'm going to bring this one right through here. And we're basically just going to sell the chickens in the other smaller coop. There's no real point of bringing or keeping that in there. We really should have a path connecting all these together, but to bring food in here, it's going to be, I'm going to have to pull in and then back out. So we'll just put a nice little road to the grass field here. That way we can pull in from the other side to our field. And then we'll make that go all the way to the road. And I'm not trying to paint perfectly, because if everything was smooth and beautiful, I don't think it would look very lived in or realistic, you know what I mean? So I try to make it a little rough. Bring this one out to here. Give us a little turning room. So yeah, we're expanding the farm into chickens, hoping that they're going to pay off. I don't know what the egg prices are going to be like on hard, but they're still going to make us more money than certain other things would, like that haying equipment. Like, we'd have to do some serious haying to make good money off of that. So now that we got those, let's hop on down, run over to the chicken coop. And now that you guys know the story and what we're doing, I'll just come back to you guys when we get ready to harvest and show you the chickens in. We have been slacking. I did not realize we got so focused on the chickens that we completely forgot about field 69 that we planted the wheat in. And it is full of weeds. It needs fertilized like crazy. So hopefully we can get some stuff done. But one thing I just remembered is I'm not going to be able to drive on it, I don't think, with these tires. So we're going to have to do a quick trip to the store, and we'll come back to you guys once we get the narrow tires on it to hopefully keep from damaging the crop. I think we're okay with this growth stage, but we need to check out and see. You can see our tram lines there from where we drove through. That's pretty cool. So we'll be back in just a bit. Alright, we're back. This is the only configuration of narrow wheels we could get, was the rear twins. But I don't actually know that this is gonna work. We might have to rent a herbicide sprayer or something. Normally I do this before the crop comes up to get them out of the ground, but I didn't really think real hard about this one. So yeah, it seems to be tearing them up. So we'll get this going. I'm probably just going to do a headland around it real quick, get the worker on it. That way we can get harvesting our soybeans. But we are going to have to come back and fertilize this field and get it ready to go too, because we've neglected it. It has 0 fertilizer state. I should have fertilized it before we planted it, but I was kind of in a rush because I was trying to get it in before the end of planting season for wheat, and I just ran out of time. So we're going to get a headland done here, get the worker on this, and then we'll come back to you guys when we start harvesting. Alright, we're ready to get started with the harvest. We got the weeder going on field 69. We got to get the header over here and get started. Hopefully, I mean, none of this is going to be too great of a yield, because when we got this field, it was already too far gone growing, and it's got weeds in it and missing a couple states of fertilizer. So we're just going to hope for the best, that we get something decent. Gotta get out of the trees here somehow. As long as we don't get hung up or drive into the field. But yeah, we kind of biffed it on the field 69. We should have definitely done some different, we should have paid attention is what it comes down to. We should have kept our eye on that field, make sure everything was going good. But no, we were surprised with a field full of weeds. So now the weeder's only getting so much of the weeds out, so it's still going to be partially weeded. I'm not spraying herbicide on it because it does damage your yield production, so it's not really worth it. So we're just going to go ahead and weed it, and then I'll fertilize the crap out of it and hope we can redeem some of it. But we're going to get started on the soybean harvest, and we're probably going to do a time lapse of the harvest, and then we'll come back to you guys when we know how much we got. Well, that's as good a time as any to put a pause in the time lapse. Workers just finished weeding that field over there, and our harvester's full. So I'm going to grab this. He's not done yet. Liar. But you can see there's still some weeds in the field to the left there. And that's just because we let the weeds get too far grown. So it's only going to pull up certain types of weeds. And so many of them, even if you go over it again, it doesn't pull them all the way out. So it is what it is. We're gonna have to deal with partial weeds in our wheat field. Luckily, it's just gonna be chicken food. So whatever amount we get, hopefully it's enough to make it a year, so we can rotate crops and plant something better in this field. I kind of want to plant the corn crop in this field, and then plant wheat or sorghum in the other field. We'll just kind of have to see how the schedule plays out. But hopefully, I know this guy's not going to complete his job, so I'm just going to finish this up here, and then we'll come back to you and finish off the harvester time lapse, get those crops done. So we'll see you in a bit. Alright, we got field 69 finished. We need to head over with this, unload our harvester, and then we can get back to the time lapse of harvesting the soybeans. We're getting more of a yield off the soybeans than I thought we would with what we had to work with. So that's a good sign. All this is just cash crop, so as soon as the price is right, we're going to sell it. I think they sell pretty good in June or July, more summertime-ish. And then hopefully that'll bring in us a decent amount of income so we can afford to either expand the farm or do different things. We do only have one fertilizer state on that wheat field, so we will have to come back before harvest time on the wheat and fertilize it one more time, which is no big deal. I'm hoping that it doesn't damage our yield too much. That was a big screw up on my part. So I'm just gonna have to try to do better in the future. And yeah, we're gonna get back into this time lapse. Well, guys, I think we're gonna call it there. It's taking longer than I thought, but we're doing good on the soybean harvest. We've already dumped twice. We're fixing to have our third dump. We should get at least a full auger wagon out of this, if not a little more. So that'll be good for when we go to sell. Give us some decent money when the prices are good. Soybeans are roughly around $1,000 on hard mode at their best price. So if you did like the video, please hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. That way you never miss daily videos. We try to do them daily, but with the holidays and stuff around, obviously, we're going to take some time to spend with our families. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed.